Just 3 games into his career as Manchester United head coach, Ruben Amorim is showing how smart he is. Results will always determine how a coach is viewed. If Manchester United had lost 3 games in a row, starting 3 different strikers in each game, Ruben Amorim would no doubt have been criticized as indecisive. Here are 5 things learned from United's 4-0 victory over Everton. With 2 wins and a draw, unbeaten Ruben Amorim simply looks shrewd, a coach exploring his options and getting to know his players. Yet in breaking down his choice to start Joshua Zirkzee up front against Everton, Amorim revealed how much thought goes into his selections, and how he is already possessing a strong knowledge of his Manchester United players' strengths and weaknesses. Joshua Zirkzee has a future at Manchester United. It felt as though Zirkzee was cursed after scoring on his Manchester United debut way back in August. He had gone 17 games without a goal since then, but United's £36 million summer signing ended his drought by scoring twice at Old Trafford. Ruben Amorim raised eyebrows by dropping Rasmus Hojlund after his midweek brace, but it shows that he has faith in Zirkzee and that faith was repaid. Rasmus Hojlund played all 90 minutes for Manchester United in midweek against Bodo Glimt and led the line superbly, pressing from the front. He provided an assist within 45 seconds and went on to score 2 goals in a 3-2 victory, while Joshua Zirkzee did not even come off the bench, so it looked likely the Dane would start against Everton. Ruben Amorim sprang a surprise, selecting Joshua Zirkzee up front against the Toffees, and his decision was inspired, with the Dutchman scoring 2 goals in a 4-0 win. Speaking in his press conference, Amorim expertly broke down why he chose not to start Hojlund and pointed to Everton's physical defensive duo of James Tarkowski and Jared Branthwaite, believing the United forward could get dragged into a wrestling match. Amorim explained,
First thing, I need all the players to cope with all the games, so he's one of them, and I just try to help my players, put them in the good position for their characteristics. And I think today was really hard. It will be really hard for even for Rasmus to fight with the 2 central backs of Everton.
While Hojlund is far better equipped than Joshua Zirkzee for a physical contest of such nature, Amorim explained that he chose to combat them another way, by using the Dutchman's movement and tendency to drop deep to create space for his team to exploit. And it worked. He said,
and so we try to push them to a position that they are not so comfortable. And Josh did a great job. Scored 2 goals is always important for the confidence, but more important than that is the performance, the way he fought in every situation. So it was a good day for him and for our team.
Amorim has another interesting decision ahead in midweek. Will Hojlund get dragged into another physical contest against Gabriel when United face Arsenal? Or will the Gunners not be so naive as Everton's defenders to get dragged out of position by Zirkzee? The other option available to Amorim is to go with Marcus Rashford, who scored 2 goals, taking advantage of some of the space created by Zirkzee's movement. With the pair scoring 4 between them, there is chance Amorim sticks with it. But his comments after the Everton game show he will try and match his selection with the characteristics of the matchup, rather than simply form. Amorim spoke last week to say he had spotted a problem with Rashford up front, commenting that in doing so, we lost some physicality, some ability to hold the ball. Keeping possession is going to be vital against Arsenal, so if Rashford starts, it is more likely he does so in a more withdrawn role, like against Everton. But the 4-0 win over Everton was not without its negatives. Kobbie Mainoo and Lisandro Martinez both picked up yellow cards, which mean they will be suspended to face Arsenal in midweek. And that is why an under-the-radar factor in Manchester United's victory will really please head coach Ruben Amorim, the return of centre-back Harry Maguire. Harry Maguire was back on the bench for Manchester United against Everton, having missed time with injury. Maguire's last appearance was Manchester United's 0-0 draw with Aston Villa way back on October 6th. With United flying against Everton, the game at Old Trafford became the perfect time to reintroduce Maguire. He came off the bench in the 56th minute and came through the match unscathed, ready to ramp up his minutes and compete for a starting spot. And the timing could not be more perfect, with Lisandro Martinez suspended for the upcoming Arsenal fixture. Maguire immediately moves into starting contention in midweek, and he will be ready to answer the call. He wrote on Instagram, "Great to be back out there at Old Trafford, unbelievable support." Manchester United defender Harry Maguire is well suited for Ruben Amorim's 3 at the back system. It means there is more cover for his lack of pace, and less likely to be exposed. Maguire has also played in a back three for England over the past few years, so can point to a proven track record of performing at a high level in the tactical setup. It is also worth noting that Maguire's return for the Arsenal game is absolutely crucial, due to his ability from set pieces. Arsenal are particularly strong in this area, and Manchester United will have to be sharp defending corners and free kicks. Maguire is one of the best center-backs in the Premier League when it comes to winning aerial duels and defending his box, and this is going to be essential against the Gunners. Even with the blow of Martinez being out, Maguire's presence will be a help. And amid the excitement of the goal scoring against Everton, this development was absolutely crucial. Amorim wants United to control matches. It is non-negotiable. That certainly didn't happen against Ipswich with United throwing away a lead, while the Bodo-Glimt game was slightly more chaotic than he would have hoped. There is no doubt that this was United's best performance under Amorim, and the Portuguese head coach will be pleased to see players buying into his philosophy. United ended with 59% possession, which will put a smile on his face. There is a belief that Manuel Ugarte and Kobbie Mainoo will eventually be the long-term midfield pairing under Amorim, and the latter got his first start on Sunday. Mainoo returned from injury, and it didn't take him long to get back in the swing of things. He saw plenty of the ball and often controlled the tempo for United, collecting the ball from defense before progressing it up the pitch. Mainoo has a huge role to play under Amorim. Bruno Fernandes did not start the season well, but he has burst into life since the sacking of Erik ten Hag. United's captain was in superb form under Ruud van Nistelrooy, and that has continued under Amorim. Fernandes picked up 2 assists at Old Trafford, meaning he has now been involved in 9 goals in his last 10 matches. Amorim moved Fernandes back to a number 10 role where he looks best suited in the new 3-4-3 system. Ruben Amorim is already showing he's a thinker, not just a tinkerer. His decisions like starting Xerxes against Everton prove he's willing to adapt, analyze, and outsmart his opponents. With players like Mainoo stepping up, Bruno Fernandes thriving in a new role, and the tactical flexibility of Amorim's system, there's real optimism building around this Manchester United team. But the big question remains: can Amorim's evolving strategy help United outmaneuver Arsenal, especially with key absences like Martinez? And what role will Harry Maguire play in the critical clash? Drop your predictions for the Arsenal game in the comments below. Should Xerxes keep his spot? Can Maguire step up in a back three? And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more in-depth Manchester United discussions. Together, let's follow this exciting journey under Amorim.